Hello, everybody, as I change the music with incredible quality and subtlety. Welcome to the Honey Brothers present Blades in the Dark. I am Chris, I am your game master, and in last week's session, great wonders and mysteries were beheld, such as an emotional support brick and a sandwich so beautiful it resembled the face of God. But mostly what happened was that Arty, our criminal de criminal, don't ask me what I was going to say, that's always what I was going to say, rounded up the other two, that being Esra and Monty, to engage in a little bit of rescue plot. Having discovered, after leaving his study, that the streets have been locked down and are patrolled by armed bluecoats, trying to keep people in their homes, discovering that people with obviously magical qualities had been lynched by violent mobs in the streets before they could be sufficiently locked down and put into their homes. Things needed to be handled carefully. Arty therefore got Esra and Monty, two incredibly careful people, and took them into the underground tunnels to hunt down Al, the family member who was somewhat required as part of the deal to keep Arty's family in pomp and prosperity, and to avoid all-out war with Ishak Hafiz, whose son, you may remember, was cruelly and cowardly murdered by Al in a bar fight before the first session. Now we wandered the dark tunnels, explored, and came across a group of, for lack of a better phrase, refugees. People with strong magical bloodlines and clear magical traits who had fled to the underground passages to avoid the violence that was action towards them above ground. Now, this didn't go the most smoothly, and has led to some debt, shall we say, but thankfully Esra saw humanity in them, pulled us all together, and kept the world going. And Monty now has a significant amount of obligation involved. But most importantly, after that, we found Al, haunted, hollow-eyed and staring, and dragged him back to where he will soon face justice. And that brings us to our three lovely adventurers, starting at the top of our order. Please wave, and yes, Arty, I think I've seen you here before. Tell us a bit about yourself.
No, mate, you've now seen me before. Arty, I am the person that coordinated these chuckle fucks. Sorry.
So, you know what? It's a solid thing to apologise for. That's entirely valid. But next down the list, being the first of our chuckle fucks, Esra.
Hello, I'm Esra Abagini. I've specialised in stealth and stealing, and I'm apparently the least racist out of the three of us.
Hey, you know what? That's a grand award. At the bottom of the turn order, Monty. Since you're not the least racist, are you the most racist?
Hello, I'm Monty. I am here to answer some allegations that have been levelled against me. All I have to say is, I have a brick, and I am not a racist.
You know what? That is a solid argument. We all know you can't have a racist brick. Anyway,
Hey, brick is a sure sign of rebellion.
it is indeed. I've just realised that for some reason, it's taken your stress, it's taken your resources off. Resource bars. Always for everyone.
Oh, but it'll be because they all got zeroed at the end of our tea with crimes.
No, it's
Oh,
just
mine
it's
is-
only done it.
If you do wish to watch any of the Tea with Crimes, you should, I don't know, join
Patreon.
the Patreon.
Yeah.
It might be a good idea if you like some tea with your crimes.
And crimes.
Some
Maybe.
In fact, some tea with your crimes. In fact, yes.
And also if you like free stuff, because there's a whole bunch of D&D homebrew stuff on there completely for free.
Loads of it. It's really good. I should know. We made it, Jay and I, and we are, after all, the goodest of boys.
And
nobody-
not racist. Not racist specifically against underground people.
Everyone's a little bit racist sometimes.
But it doesn't mean we go around committing hate crimes.
Not on purpose, anyway.
Okay.
That was probably the right time to cut it off so we don't get a strike.
Almost certainly. So,
So let's beating this dead horse.
yes. So, not a lot of time has passed since we rescued Al from the underground tunnels. Partly because one of the things that we had done in the weeks preceding it was that Arty had their head buried in their work organising the fight. The big fight. The fight where the finale is Ishak Hafiz taking his revenge on Al. And you may remember in the last session that part of an absolutely exquisite devil's bargain from Monty is that the opening act of this fight, because this fight's going to be an event, the opening act of this fight is going to be a melee. A melee which will include both Monty and Esra.
Oh, it's a melee.
It's a melee.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't realize that
I
either.
thought it was a tournament.
Nope. It is a series of fights, but it is not a tournament. This is closer to, think of it more like wrestling or MMA. We have our headline act, which is going to be Ishak Hafiz removing Al's head with his bare hands. And we have a number of fights preceding that.
So, but it's still Thunderdome rules, right? 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
It's gonna be like a free for all.
Yes. Not necessarily to the death, but certainly to the surrender.
2 men
pain.
enter, 1 man leaves, and then another man leaves 10 minutes later on a stretcher.
Yes, that's a valid interpretation.
There's
And-
still like 1 versus 1 fights though.
Except
Okay,
for the
cool.
opening act,
That's right.
which is going to be a melee, which means it's going to be multiple fighters all in the ring at once until one is left
Right.
standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no. I'm really glad I cleared all my stress before this.
Yeah, same.
aren't you just? So,
Popcorn?
I was going to
I
say,
mean, yeah. How much load is a tub of popcorn?
I'm willing to say the tub of popcorn is 1 load, provided that there's not got anything else stashed in the tub of popcorn. I really thought I was going to get an answer to that, but never mind. Okay, so
Well, it's
Gave your ruling.
more the fact that the kids are going to want popcorn.
The kids aren't going to come to the fight, surely.
The children are not coming.
I was going to say, when
Aren't
they
they
say When they say "but think of the children," they don't mean "but think of what the children will be missing by not seeing their beloved caretaker beat a bunch of people to a bloody pulp."
So
It's
the
one
main
thing.
fight is Al getting killed,
Right.
but the opening fight isn't going to be Al, is
No.
it?
So
No.
the
No,
the
okay.
headline is the finale. The opening is the
Right.
melee, and there'll be a few more things in the middle with, like probably members of the Hafiz family who are known in the fighting rings, fighting other people who are named fighters type of thing. It's got a pretty healthy betting circuit in fighting rings in Parlenar.
Okay. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know how many fighters?
I mean, I feel like
Arty
do you want us to
because
jump
Arty's
in
organised it.
or do you have?
Jay, your mic went. Say again.
Do you want us to jump straight into what we're doing, or do you have more to describe for us?
No, you're all good. It's more, I think, I think Arty has been organising this. Arty has very much been, pulling this together, organising the marketing, organising how people are going to get there without getting picked up by the blue coats, organising the refreshments, organising the betting stalls, booking the fighters, organising the cleaning staff for afterwards, making sure that the space is secure and it's not going to get rumbled, because this is obviously seriously illegal during plague times to have a massive number of people in a room.
As opposed to regular illegal, which is in the rest of the time.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I suppose my question really for Arty is, have you been continuing nose to the grindstone on your lonesome, or have you, ahead of the event, dragged these two chuckle fucks in because now that you've had your encounter with Hishak Hafiz, you know that these two are in it and they have no escape?
I've dragged these two in so they can see where they're going to be fighting, so they can get a wee bit more information
That sounds like a good plan.
on the down low.
Alright. The two of you get your
So are we
notification
Sorry.
in the usual way with a watery croak and a feather.
Do the noise.
Do the noise, Chris.
do the roar?
Do it. No!
That's what Falcon sounds like.
Beautiful.
You stick its head under water for 10 Yeah, is that if there's anyone watching who's in the Animal Crossing modding community or anything like that, can you just give us a really fucked up, drowned-looking falcon Animal Crossing villager?
Yep. And just, it needs to specifically use my voice clip. That's how it has to be. No other option.
Okay.
This is it. This is canon. I can't help you.
Fucking Mildred all over again. Anyway.
And Mildredification has begun.
I think the difference between Jay and I is that when Jay got Mildreded, we made it Jay's problem. When I got Animal Crossing villager for Fletch the Drowned Falcon, I'm making it your problem.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
The best part about it is I have no problems.
Work on it.
We'll work on it.
We're working on it.
That's a fuck-
So, the two of you are guided by the feathers to the western half of the city. In fact, no, yeah, the western half of the city would need to be the western half of the city because It's being organised, of course, by the Yanis family. Yes, to the shipping part of the western half of the city. So dockyards, large storage and warehouses, and a substantial underground space, clearly built for smuggling, beneath one of the Yanis's spice warehouses. You get to go in. You get to go in the Muggle entrance, and you get brought through secret, sneaky ways by Arty down into the underground part. Arty, not necessarily the showman, kind of just coming in, being like, "This is where we are, guys. We should come up with a plan." I'm guessing. But what you see is tacked together wooden seating. Like it's not anything grand. It's raked, and there's breaks in it for concession stands and little bits at the top where there are large chalkboards for keeping track of betting odds, etc. And in the centerpiece, a large cage.
Are there betting odds up on the board right now?
Not at the moment. The room's empty.
No.
I was really curious about what mine and Monty's odds were.
I'm not telling you the odds. I need to make money on this.
Well, I mean, no one's gonna place a bet till they know the odds, so I'll know them before I.
Yeah, the
Have an
odds will be
opportunity.
made on the day.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate
enough.
thing
I'm
of
already giving you insider knowledge.
yeah. The problem is that it would be fun. It would be fun to rig the odds, but it would be coming out of Arty's back pocket.
I mean, not necessarily. Only if people win their bets.
No.
Oh,
There you go.
look,
Arty
I'm just
said.
trying not. I'm just going to try and get in there, and get out with as many of my bones intact as I can.
Fair enough.
If you two want to make a play, someone
I'm
be the
trying not to
crybaby
die.
and someone be the heel, go for it. But I need this to work.
Well, Monty just kind of looks from Ezra to himself, from Ezra to himself. Well, I think we can at least make a educated guess as to which way the odds are going to swing.
I look up at him and back down to Arty. Yeah.
Back down, we're the same height, you fuck.
I know, I just mean I have to tilt my head back down to look at Arty because of how tall Monty is.
He has to come down off the step ladder he was on to maintain eye
Yeah, to
contact.
go.
That's what he means by look down.
Arty's currently
Um,
standing like on part of the rake so he can have eye contact with both of you.
Like Monty is on the ground floor, you're like 3 or 4 steps up. Just like,
Yeah.
You're a few steps up and Monty's up here and I'm just there.
It's
Do you know?
just out of
Sorry.
interest.
Hmm.
I know that this is sort of a big event with your family and the Hafeez, but do you reckon there will be any other unsavoury types turning up?
Oh, no doubt.
Right.
I mean, given the nature of the event, this would be what would be classed as something of a gala for certain parts of the underworld.
So it's not
there-
really a private party.
It is to an extent. Like, low-ranked officials in each of the families will not be here. However, there will be protection. There will be changing of coin. There will be networking. And there will be fights. Outside the cage, I suppose.
Higher up kind of brass people, right?
Well, it's not every day you see one of the family heads decide to get their hands dirty.
I suppose that's true. How far away are the fights? How long? We have?
2 days.
Alright.
Ezra's like taking notes while you guys are talking, by the way. Just on the important details. How
Cool.
many fighters are there going to be in the melee? Do you know?
In the melee, there's going to be 10.
The opening act. 10. He writes that down.
That's 10, including us.
Yes.
So I've got 8 blokes to
And
work.
we are not disclosing who is in the melee.
And is this all bare knuckle, no weapons allowed?
Well, it depends what's left in the cage now.
Fantastic.
If you have a preference for an item, I'm sure I could accommodate.
I just need to know if somebody's going to try and stick me is all.
Oh, there'll be no items of
No edged weapons left around.
no. This is a
So no
cudgels and bludgeoning sort of affair.
So nobody's about to try and jump on my back and stick a set of scissors in my neck.
I'm not sure they could reach.
Melee, does that mean one person left standing?
We're not expecting death with this one.
Not death necessarily,
we are.
just
If it,
one
it's
person
maybe a
left
byproduct, certainly, but it's
I turn to Monty and I just sort of like stick out my hand and I go, good game.
Let's have a word, you and me, okay?
Yeah.
And
Don't exactly see myself
Arty?
winning.
and Arty,
hmm.
if there happens to be a rather large set of knuckle dusters or maybe a stout pole that ends up in the arena, well, a man could wreak havoc with something like that.
Your ring size? You know what? I'll just get a sausage and measure it from there.
Fair enough. Ezra, a word. Put massive
Sure.
hand on your back and kind of lead you away.
Oof.
All right, look. You've got a little bit of, stage training, don't you?
Yeah.
You've got that kind of look about you, actory types.
Oh yeah, I can fake a fight.
How's your pratfalls?
Ezra, as they're like walking away, Ezra like trips and absolutely decks it on the ground. And then
Not
just gets
bad.
up and goes,
Yeah.
Is that good?
Let's make it. Well, let's see how I can do it. Well, let's see how it manages. And Monty, it like twists, spins round on his heel, and just stopping his fist about a centimeter from Ezra's nose.
Ezra essentially jumps on his heel backwards to propel himself to look like he's just gone flying from the punch. How convincing is that to Arty? we're just like 10 steps away.
You want to roll me for how convincing it is?
Yeah, that's fun.
Alright.
Is that?
One,
It's a group action.
Go on, yeah.
Should I
let's
do
do
it?
it.
No, I don't
See
want
how
any. I don't want
convincing.
to incur any stress. That just seems
I think this is I don't know. I think this might be a group action between me and Ezra.
I'm happy to call this a
Yeah, go
group
for it, man.
action from a controlled
You're
position.
leading it though, because you started it.
All right, what are we
Yeah.
what are we calling this then?
Well, we are faking something.
Farce.
So sway would maybe make sense, but we are faking a fight,
Sway
so
or-
skirmish also
sway-
makes sense.
Way finesse or skirmish, I think would make sense. Finesse as well, just from like trying to make it look real, being precise.
Yeah, let's do finesse because we're trying to be skillful, and and Ezra's performing a feat of acrobatics. I'm trying to be very controlled in my strikes so I don't break his fucking head in.
Yep, so finesse, where you employ dexterous manipulation or subtle misdirection. This feels like subtle misdirection.
Absolutely is.
Alright,
Right, I've got 2 in finesse.
lovely.
I have 1 in finesse.
Beautiful. Roll me, kids.
Alright, so group actions. I roll all my dice.
Rolled.
Fraser rolls all his dice. I take stress
For each
equal the number of
character
failures,
failure.
right?
For each character
For each
failure.
character
not
failure,
each
make
dice
roll.
failure.
Cool.
I've rolled.
And I got 4 and a 3.
I got 6.
Hey! That is an unmitigated success. That, Ezra, was stunning. You just... Because you kind of knew that it was coming from the way Monty was doing it. Like, Monty thinks
It's
he's
like, how
subtle.
good are you at this?
Yeah, like, Monty thinks he's subtle, but he's been working with kids now for quite a long time. So he's got some hella tells for when he's about to do something. Like, there's just... There's dead giveaway lead in. So you watch the set of his shoulders shift for the punch. You see the turn. You see it come. You bend your knees. Stick your bum out just a little bit, imperceptibly, and so that when it comes, you extend, flying backwards, and then relaxing so as to mitigate any impact on yourself. You catch the impact on the floor, initially on your legs, then your bum, and then you roll it so that there's no impact to your head as you fall. But as every great professional knows, you also make a huge bang on the ground with your arms. Again, spreading out impact to mitigate damage, but making a real hell of a noise in a show. And it really, to the world, looks like you just got punched 5 feet across a room. And shouldn't get up again. Except that on your face, of course, there's not a mark on you.
That was very good. That's very good. But I should maybe work on a couple of other moves in case make it look good for the crowd and
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can practice a bit, yeah.
because don't actually hurt you.
I mean, we may as well give him a show. I'll get some hits in on you as well, surely.
Yeah. I mean, how much do you weigh?
Sure, you have a way to leave a mark.
Well, let's put it like this. I'm gonna lift Ezra into the air.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
well, this is happening.
If I drop him down, I'm gonna go down to one knee, but keep Ezra in the air.
Arty's just impressed
What?
with like the core strength.
If I bring him down onto my knee, there's not gonna be that many visible marks to anyone far away, but there'll be a hell of a noise. Now.
Oh, I can crack my knuckles on command as well, and it's pretty loud, so that'll sound like a...
No one's going to be
That's
hearing
neat.
the noise in the arena.
It's not as loud as that. I'm gonna put Ezra down.
I mean, for the other fighters, we don't want them knowing that we're faking it.
Yeah. Right then. Unless anyone's got anything else they believe would be relevant, I've got some matters to attend to.
Okay. In which case, I
You.
think this is going to take us into prep. Unless anyone's got anything specific they want to do not related to this, then I think we're into prep. So,
I do have one thing.
go on.
I need to get the haunted status away from Al, so there's a bit of fear about him when he goes in the ring.
We're gonna put that into the prep then, right? That's fine. Okay, so well then,
Therapy time!
let's start then with Arty. So you have a traumatized, haunted, and not overly responsive boy in your care. In the name of by the name of Alfienge. So yeah, you gotta.
I had such a good backstory, I swear. And these chuckle fucks.
I don't think you can blame this one all on them, dear. I'm sorry.
No.
So
Anywho.
indeed.
The boss we came in on.
So, God. Anyway, sorry. I'm just like I'm trying. I can't. I'm not quick enough to get. Here is a sunny island where we have literal 3 days of endless sunshine in the middle of summer, and we're going to Ibiza, and I couldn't put the two of them together fast enough, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
What, back to the island?
See, could have been that simple. Anyway, so yes, so you have this boy at home, Arty. What are we gonna do to try and snap him out of it? So obviously, you need to make sure that these fights look good.
Well, while I was showing these two around, I had Hart in trying to like talk to him, bring him about, see if that's had any effect.
Okay, well then you get back from your tour of the facilities to find Hart.
Or he's kind of doing his tie.
Yeah, to find Hart. Now, by the way, when we say talk to him, do we mean talk to him or do we mean talk to him?
Bit column A, bit column B.
Okay. You walk out to find Hart, a little sweaty, a little bit of something on his knuckles, just kind of like sitting outside having a little breather. He goes, "All right, boss."
How did you get on?
Barely a note out of him, boss. Just didn't take a talking. No answer to a beating either. I didn't go anything serious, you know. Like I've not. Like he's still pretty enough to go up against Hafiz, but like nothing, boss.
Even the smelling salts?
I didn't knock him out, so I didn't bring him out. But if you want to give it a go, boss.
Bring his sis, Lily's cousin.
Yes, boss. Hart picks up his jacket and walks off.
Or he just kind of sits at the steps, like with the tie, like he undoes it, wraps it around both knuckles, and just bites down on it, trying not to scream because he's that stressed.
Yep. It's a lot riding on this. It's very important. And normally the things you do that are important aren't quite so public. I don't necessarily have quite the same stakes. They're used to a family that runs like a well-oiled machine, but your mother's ambitions have certainly driven the family up in terms of I've forgotten the word I was looking for, but basically, yeah, things are more important and things are harder. And more is expected of you. And while Paul has managed to take to more public life pretty well, You know it still stresses him out because you know there's a lot of pressure on him to try and keep everything running smoothly. The negotiator and his honeyed words are, you know, not a stressful gig. But you also know that the things he's working on do not have the same life and death consequences of what you're working on right now. And that's a lot.
He takes the tie out his mouth, wraps it round one of his hands, and he goes to speak to Al.
Okay. You go in. Al is currently tied to a chair. He is shirtless. He is wet. And although the room is cold, he's not shivering.
Oh. I'm gonna drape something over him, like to...
There's a big kind of...
Here.
A big, wool kind of rug thing. Throw type of thing, which you wrap around him.
Kind of grab a seat to sit directly in front of him. Like, how's he tied? Is the hands behind the back, or
Hands
like
behind the back.
strapped to the legs?
Hands behind the back.
Okay. He's just gonna kind of sit for a bit. Look at Al. So what happened down there?
Al isn't currently meeting your eyes. He's just looking down and to the right.
I mean, if needs be, we could go back down.
His eyes flicker up to you and go back down again.
He's gonna go and untie like his hands, but keep the rest of him tied up.
Okay. His legs are still tied to the legs of the chair, but his hands are now free.
Yeah. Look, Al. This... I don't know what happened down there. But you need to come together. All we have is family.
That gets a look from Al. A kind of slightly wide-eyed, slightly crazy look.
Al?
Family? You think I give a fuck about family? You didn't see it. We are so fucked. You don't even know. None of it matters.
And stop pulling. And tell me what you saw so we can figure out what to do.
There's things down there. Things
That's
I never-
racist.
Well, there goes my serious moment.
Sorry.
Ah,
Sorry.
Well, the role playing. It just kind of looks at you confused. And he repeats, there's things down there. Things I had never heard of or seen. Things that make noises in the dark. Hungry things. Everything is borrowed time now.
Okay. Al kind of gives him a kiss on the forehead and goes and grabs his wrists to tie back up.
Okay. Al just lets you do it. Like, he's not got any fight left in him.
I sit back across and go, this will get figured out. We're
Back
the
to-
ones that make the noise in the dark. Shut back down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and find a way I can get some coke or something for the fight for him.
You know what? Valid. When in doubt, fill him with drugs. Cracking.
Yep.
Well, that's all good. All right, that feels like a good.
Yep,
a good...
crack.
All right,
Crack at him.
crack in him. Absolutely. Beautiful. Ezra, how are you preparing
Hello.
for the big fight?
Honestly, I don't really know if there is much I can do to prepare, purely because it's kind of already... everything's already set. There's not much I can do to manipulate like the elements of this, seeing as Arty is pretty adamant on us not interfering with the actual state of the fight. I was hoping if Arty was a little more lenient on that, I would be able to, mess around, but they were pretty adamant, so I really don't think there was much I can do.
Well,
Other than just like sparring, training, and praying.
I mean, but then I feel like that's Ezra thinking like a fighter. And let's face it, does Ezra really think like a fighter, or does Ezra think like
No,
a
he
magician
definitely
or a
has
thief?
some tricks up his. He definitely has some tricks up his sleeve.
Okay.
But he was really hoping to get his own people as fighters in the ring.
I mean, that would have been the easy way. So then the question is, what kind of tricks are you thinking about preparing, or do you want to save it for a surprise?
I think I want to save it for a surprise. I have a few ideas on ways to make the fighting a little bit more in my favor.
Okay.
But
Right.
a big part of his plan is hiding behind Monty.
That's
Because
valid.
if you have a big guy in your corner, why not use that asset?
That's true. I can't argue with that.
But he's not going to imagine with 10 people in this cage. He's not imagining that he's going to exactly, have the privilege of not being able to fight at all.
Yeah.
Which would obviously be his preference. He's not really. It's less of the fact that he can't fight at all. It's that he does not like to, and will generally choose the path where he does not have to fight other people.
That's very fair.
But he'll give it. He has some tricks up his sleeve. I think it's better to save them for the time.
Okay. I'm happy with that. Well then, Monty, what have you got going?
So I have a problem here,
Right.
because these fights are going to be very public to the criminal underworld.
Yep, they are.
He is still doing his best to conceal his identity as well as he can.
Best.
So, hey,
Sorry,
I don't. Yeah,
I'm waiting to start the recognize Monty clock again, as we seem to do every session.
I think we're going to start it pretty much at the beginning of the heist this time.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
we are,
So in order to mitigate that, I need a mask.
Okay. Just straight up,
I
let's
need a
get
mask
a mask.
because there's gonna be people there. There's gonna be people there
Mm.
who know who I am,
Mm.
and if
Okay.
they see me,
Oh
they'll be like-
yeah.
and if they see me, it's gonna be like, didn't you find him burned beyond recognition 3 years ago
Couldn't say.
in like 3 different barrels. So I need something to conceal my identity, big time.
Do you have any ideas on what kind of mask you're thinking of? What kind of disguise?
I mean, the classic idea would be to go full luchador.
Okay.
Something that will actually like properly cover the head and stay on. But I
Fair.
don't know if I'd be able to get my hands on something like that.
Well, let's.
And the other
follow-
thing is the playground, so the chance of getting like a festival mask are null and void.
Well, let's see
yeah.
if we can't fold that into the engagement roll, then, shall we?
Cool.
All right. So.
If this ends up being a scarf around my face, it's gonna go fucking badly.
I do actually have one thing, actually, that now that I think about it, just based on what he's just said. I would have asked Arty not to use my real name when putting my listing up. And if I could go by Esra the Extraordinary.
So, the good news is that for the melee, there's not really anyone named. The only person anybody cares about is who wins. So you know.
Perfect.
Like,
Okay.
yes.
I was well, I imagine to bet on them, there would
Yeah.
have to be at least some sort of code name or something. 'Cause they're not just gonna be like numbered.
Aye, there will. I think it's probably going to be more of a. It's probably going to be more of a numbers on your shirt type deal, or like the big one and the small one. For
What
the
are
for the
the-
one-on-one fights, people have names.
Cool.
But yeah. For the melee, the melee is just like a good fun warm-up. It's the type of thing where people who don't have names can make names. So yeah, it's a pretty anonymous instance unless you win.
I reserve the right to have a flashback to say what my name on the board should be because I'm going in the individual fights.
Are you?
Yeah, I thought I was. I thought I was.
No, you
No,
and
you're
Ezra
just
got
in the melee.
drafted into the melee by
okay.
Rashad Hafiz. So it's you
Okay,
and
cool.
Ezra
I
together.
still just
are
reserve
in
the right
melee.
to.
Yeah, no, you're not in any of the.
Then I
other
reserve the
fights.
right to. I reserve the right to flashback to come up with a name.
Deal.
If you need to.
Yeah, that's what flashbacks are for. Kraken. Okay, so alright. I mean that feels like a really simple prep done engagement roll, let's go type of vibe. So I'm alright with that. So here we go. As per when I forget. Oh no, hey. So let's start with the type of score that we are engaging in. We have the six
this is
options: assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. So,
Assault.
yeah, assault.
This
We
is-
are doing
I
violence.
mean, we're doing violence.
We're doing violence.
That's fair. That's very fair. Well then, and the point of
Uh,
attack is, of course,
yeah.
the arena. So, right. What's everybody's loadout going to be?
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna have to go in.
Bearing in mind,
I think
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna have to
can't
go in normal.
Yeah, you can't go in just weighed down by loads of shit. So normal, I'll accept.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go in light.
All right.
I'm going in normal.
No,
Okay.
I'm
I need
imagining that-
several tricks up my sleeve.
I'm imagining there's gonna be a lot of bear shirt beating the shit out of people.
It does feel.
Arty's
that
going
way,
in normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. Okay. Right, that's our loadout. Right, so is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I mean,
feel
it is for me. I don't know if it is for the crew at large.
I feel like for
Yeah,
Esra
because
and for
my
Monty-
life's.
Yeah, I'm certainly daring.
Well, it's Arty's reputation, your identity being discovered, and me getting killed. So I say it's pretty daring.
Yeah, I'm for
Yeah.
that. I'll take that. So we've got dice for sheer fuck
Instant
it.
death, delayed death, and possibly death.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
death here. And a dice.
There's a lot
They
of
were
death. We're all
singing,
kind
yeah.
of
Boulder
out
daring.
of line.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
Yes, I need Al to actually fight.
I would say there's a lot of
That's
external
one factor.
unpredictables. There's 8 other guys in the ring who you guys need to account for. So I'm gonna say
I mean, but the plan
yes.
is not complex.
No.
And just because we're up against
Sorry, as in no, it's not
Just
complex.
because
You are
we are-
correct.
up against multiple foes, I mean, we are every time, so that doesn't necessarily mean that it's contingent on a lot of factors. It just means that we have stuff to deal with. We don't need particular things to go right to make the plan work. Like, we're not Rube Goldberging this shit.
I mean, I suppose yeah, because the plan is just survive.
Yeah,
Which, to be fair, is well for one fight is contingent on quite a few factors for the two of you, i.e., 8 other factors. And then for
And your
Ezra,
mask staying on.
yeah, and your mask staying on, and for Ezra, not Ezra, for Arty, how well all of the fights go decide how good the night is. Because remember that for Arty, this is a business job. Like this is about making sure that this makes money and that Ishak Hafiz is happy afterwards with the level of the spectacle. So I am going to take the dice away for that.
okay, well, I tried my rules lawyer best, guys.
You did. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? No.
No.
Is the target strongest against this approach? No. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? None of you have invoked
I'm
any.
the one running the operation.
I mean, Arty could, but he also did say he wasn't gonna tell us anything about any of the fighters beforehand.
Yeah.
No, but I
But he
have
also
put
said-
certain items in place for you.
Okay.
And
Well, that goes in
couldn't
other
your
elements. That goes
I
in
was
our
gonna say,
other elements.
couldn't your make back the scrapyard maybe fix you up a little secret thingamidoo, Fraser?
A secret thingamy-do.
I don't know.
All my
I'm gonna
secret
hate you
thingammy-doos
black
are
hair
already
for
on
that.
me.
That's fair. Are any
That's why I
enemies
took a
or-
medium load.
Yeah. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? No. Any other elements? So,
Yeah.
Vary mentioned that Arty has put some things in place for the two of you. So let's call that additional elements and we'll roll for how good they are. So that gives us 2 dice. Alright.
Fuck, we were sitting on 1 dice before. Jesus.
Yeah, because you started with 1, you gained 1, lost 1, nothing happened, and then gained 1. So you have 2 dice. Okay. Ready? You ready for
Oh,
this?
well.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Chris.
Oh, I can. That's beautiful. I just want you all to
Chris.
Not like
It's
this.
absolutely perfect. Snake eyes.
No.
You guys are so lucky that crit fails don't exist in this game.
If they did, I think I would, like, Ezra just have a heart attack on the walk-in.
Yeah. So
I mean, this is the thing: is crit successes do exist, but they're even rarer than they are in D&D.
they are indeed.
1 in 36 rather than 1 in 20.
Yep. It's a hard life. So, Right. Okay. So,
I need my desk whiskey.
Arty, you managed to find some drugs for Al. Ezra, your preparations are ready to go. Your tricks are sorted. You're in a good place. Monty, you manage to
I got a paper
acquire...
bag on my head.
Well, now you've said it, yeah, you're going to put a paper bag on your head.
I
That
have
should
to.
have said anything.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Paper bag in your head.
It-
Absolutely. You can't leave the fucking orphanage. Like, you can't really leave the house. You have stir crazy kids to look after. Your days are full. And you've only got 2 of them. So yeah, you end up with a paper bag on your head. Lovely. The night, sorry.
Your Faust from Guilty Gear.
You are Faust from Guilty Gear. But
Either that or
bigger.
the amazing bagman.
Just
imagine you. Well, not taller, but broader.
Broader, yeah, exactly, broader. Right, let's find some appropriate music. Yeah, that's some music.
Enter the bagman.
Enter the bagman. All right, our scene opens on a full arena. There are people have been starved for entertainment and stuck in their homes. People are baying for blood. They want to be here. In the back room, our 10 fighters are getting themselves ready. And one of them, Monty, you recognize through your paper bag.
Mm-hmm.
Unusual amongst the fighters and unusual amongst the crowd. Someone who normally... someone you recognize from 3 years ago. His name is Vladimir. And Vladimir is notable for having what people term as dragonborn parentage. Now, dragons have not been seen in the world for hundreds of thousands of years, but there are people who are born with hardened scales on their skin. Now, it's not dragon hard, but it's, and it's not steel hard, but it's hard enough that it makes a punch hurt quite a lot. He was a bruiser on the same kind of level as you in the gang of a certain butcher. And
Yeah, he
he's
was
been
one of my boys.
And he's been entered into the melee, clearly deciding that he wants to try and make something of a career in the prize fighting ring.
Yeah, I remember Vlad. He never really... It wasn't quite the title of Red Monty, but
yeah, he didn't distinguish
we did
himself.
used to call him the kebab man.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason why he's entered the fight today in the melee instead of as a named fighter. It's, even after 3 years of working like really grimy, grisly kind of like bruiser jobs, he still hasn't made a name for himself. So this is his attempt.
Well, it's especially hard when there's people in the criminal underworld who call you the kebab man.
It does not help.
Boss man.
Everybody just turns around
What?
and goes, "Sheesh, kebab man." It's a real shame.
The
So-
Impaler. I was going to say Vlad the Skewer, but
I got it.
I took it a step further. And went to kebab shop.
You did, and we
Right.
took it to more logical conclusions. But yeah,
There's
so
a line.
that means the recognized Monty clock is officially begun.
Well, Monty is saying nothing in this prep room, lest his voice give him away.
I
He's
would
just
bloody
sitting
hope so.
there with a tag on his head,
I'm-
trying not to break it.
I'm sitting next to you in my usual outfit, except I have a flower in my lapel.
You
You're
are
breaking my lap.
the fanciest looking guy, I have to say. Ezra.
And
you are
I
the
am
fanciest
just
looking
wearing
guy.
still my button, my collar shirt.
That's... you know what? You're looking
I'm
so
not
good.
in
One of the
fighting clothes.
one of the other fighters winks at you from across the room.
I wink back.
Monty
Hey.
is just, he's wearing his paper bag, and he's in a vest and trousers, and this is probably the first time, because he's always been wearing, fairly well-covering clothes. This is
Yeah.
probably the first time Ezra's seen him. There are burn marks all over Monty's arms and shoulders.
Ezra
all
doesn't say
scuffling.
anything about it. He doesn't ask. He's not
Yeah, And
going
I'm
to be
sat there,
sensitive about it.
he just sat there, with a brick in his lap.
Emotional support break. You gonna tick off a box of load for the
Emotional
emotional support
support
break?
I will tick off a box of load for the emotional support. Well,
no, I
no,
think
the-
it should be a zero. I think it should be a zero load item.
You can
The
make that a
emotional support
long-term
break will-
project.
I would like to argue that in this instance, the
Mhm.
emotional support break will not count as a bonus
Because you're not taking it in with you.
because I'm not taking it with me. I'm not
Okay.
taking
not.
it with me.
You know
He's
what?
storing
what?
it in his
You're
pockets
fine.
or in a bag. He's just carrying it.
You know what?
I
In
invoke
fact,
the right of the bit.
You know, for the bit, I am happy to start a clock here for a long-term project. And that project is raise awareness around emotional support bricks.
Because
I'm not starting a fucking foundation for
Do it.
therapy masonry.
Do it.
Can
Do it.
can I make one suggestion about
what
emotional
Monty
support
wants to
brick?
do is raise awareness about himself.
I know, right? What is it, Barry?
Yeah, man.
Can the kids have at least painted on googly eyes?
Absolutely.
Okay, right. Well,
Thank you.
I mean,
That
absolutely.
seals it. Okay. Raising
Part of what makes it the emotional break.
awareness. In fact, I'm just gonna
It's one way to keep them quiet. Just get them painting them.
raising brick awareness. Alright. This is gonna be a
The kids were painting them so I could tell them at the fight.
project.
I was thinking because there's 12 kids, they're probably painting a bunch of these things. It's just like, I need a way to keep them fucking occupied and quiet.
Absolutely. Alright. So, that's a new long-term project, raising brick awareness. Do well in this fight, and we might add some more brick awareness.
Is there any way I can donate this to a charitable foundation of my choice?
So, the proceeds from this are currently getting donated to a charitable foundation of Ishaq Hafiz's choice.
Notably,
Mhm.
please.
You can, yes, quite possibly just the family. But you can
Hafiz in need.
certainly, you can certainly have a conversation about brick awareness.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
It's going to be great.
Alright, so we're in fucking time.
Absolutely. So you guys are, of course, in the back room, kind of getting ready, prepping your shit. Sorry, I have messages. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Yes, Barry is the answer.
Yes.
So,
No.
well, you then, Vary, or Arty, sorry, in this instance, are having to take up your least preferred, but I'm afraid mandated because you're running this gig, action of hobnobbing, i.e. hosting Ishaq Hafiz. he is there with his wife, his eldest son, and 3 of his top lieutenants. And they are in the prime box with yourself, your mother, and Paul. You've put together a good fight. I like there's good crowds, good energy in the room. This cage, where did you find it?
Oh, you know, I networked with some of the families to make sure we have the best provisions for tonight's event.
I can see you did. This is quality work. He slaps you
You
on the
praise
back.
me too much.
He slaps you on the back, which wins you slightly, and he's like, "Ah, this boy, he will do well." He will still continue to refer to you as boy. Say, I'm afraid that Ishak Hafiz does not respect pronouns. So.
They understand.
I'm glad. Yes. So everyone seems to be pretty happy. I'm gonna ask you this one, Arty. Because I figure, you know, like, this would be your call. The announcer for the fights. Is it gonna be a person, or is it gonna be a named character we've encountered so far?
Are you offering, like...
I'm offering
Should it be a
anyone
named
within
character?
reason.
Including yourself, is he?
No?
Could make it the Phantasm.
Why would he be the...
He does corporate
If,
games.
That
he,
would
was,
be
if he was
funny.
gonna be here, I would know in advance because I read his diary and I would be a lot more upset about it.
I don't know.
I'd be wearing a mask and hiding my identity and not dressed in my usual clothes that I always wear. That would be something I would know ahead of time.
That would be so funny, though. No,
Yeah,
his voice is too annoying.
Also, we should have gotten another dice if he's gonna be here because he's my enemy and rival.
Yeah.
I would have lost you at
That
that.
That
Monty's
is true.
producing another big bag for Ezra.
New
Don't fuck me.
new NPC.
New NPC. Okay, so in our finest transatlantic announcer voice. Hello, folks! Ready and welcome to the fight of the ages! You know our headliner is going to be the incredible, the broad, the masculine Ishak Hafiz! And he is going to be fighting Alfie Enge, the man who murdered his son! Boo! The audience are like, grrr. Lots of shouting like, he's a cunt! It's great. But
He
before
ditches
that,
children.
we've got a hell of a show for you, kids and kid nuts. It is a Royal Rumble melee. Welcome to the stage, our fighters. Backstage, two heavies, basically get everybody up and like, right. Standard rules. No edged weapons. No large bludgeoning weapons. Alright? Keep it.
He looks at the brick.
You keep the
I put the brick
out.
down.
Yeah, that's what I
Put the
thought.
brick down. and
Did you say you padlock the brick?
No, I pat it a couple of times.
Okay, no, that's good. Roll me something for your connection to the brick.
Are you fucking serious?
I am serious
Uh,
as lead.
This feels like a desperate
Okay,
move to me.
take your 1 dot. Use my 1 dot in consort for this.
Give it
Actually, you know what? No. Is it funnier? Is it funnier, Chris,
Mhm.
if we get magic with this and I roll a tune?
Tuned to the brick.
Actually, that's a fair point.
Can I tune
That-
the spirit of the brick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I have no dots in a tune.
Roll 2, take the lowest
I think
result.
I think you need to push yourself here. Really important.
What's that?
You can take a devil's bargain, Jay.
Yeah, Chris, you got a devil's bargain for me for this?
I do in fact. I do have
You
a...
know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I do. I will give you a dice for your roll that I have asked you to do. And regardless of the result, the brick will remember.
Okay.
What's that?
Didn't realize
Oh, is it
Chris was
funnier?
playing
Is
dispatch.
it funnier
What does
to
that
go
mean?
for that? Or is it funnier just to roll the bad attune roll? Oh god.
One has
No, I'll
more
take the devil's bargain.
implications.
I'll take the devil's bargain.
The implication.
Okay. Roll me, brother.
That is a 3.
Ah!
That is a 3.
What did you get?
A 3.
Brick will remember this.
Oh my word.
Just like little pieces come off of it as I've had it. Fuck.
Oh my word.
It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. And that one's still green! Ah.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Okay. What happens is you pat the brick. Really investing like your surety and your calm and your centeredness in its solid existence. And the corner chips. You are not feeling calm and centered anymore. And one of the guys on the door looks at you and he's like,
This was the start of Monty's no good, very bad day.
The corner of the
I think-
paper bag rips.
They recognize him.
Cracking. Right, no, excellent. Beautiful. I love it, every bit of it. Okay, we enter the arena. In 5 rows of 2. Into the cage and spread out. Some people waving at the audience. Vladimir, in fact, very specifically, really trying to like pump himself up, like, yeah, I am strong and manly.
I'm blowing some kisses at the audience.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You know what?
Ezra doesn't half-ass a performance.
The bagman shows no emotion.
He's currently on stage right now. He's milking it.
You know what?
He's a performer by heart.
Your confidence really wins over a bunch of people in the audience. Like, there's like, I'll put 5 coin on the fancy man. 2 coin on the fancy man.
Fancy man.
I
I love it, man.
want to put 10 coin on the bag man. Look at that boy. Lots of that going on in the stands. 3 coin
Arty's
on the
taking a
scaly
smoke
one.
away from the bop.
So yeah, the betting is alive and well. The announcer gets up. Onto his podium with his speaking microphone trumpet thing, steampunk in a way of making a voice carry across the whole
Megaphone.
room. Yeah, whatever. And goes, ladies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to do it like that because it'll be deafening in that mic with sensitivity where it is. Ladies and gentlemen,
What?
let's get ready to rumble! Don't sue me.
Can't use that Chris' copyright.
Oh shit! Let's
thing I
get
cut out halfway
ready
through.
to
Copyright
fight! Fight!
Let's get ready to Nelly.
Absolutely. Alright. A bell sounds. Everybody squares off. It is time to go. Alright.
Okay.
Now, there are 10 people in this cage. There are 2 of you. There's Arty on the outside to potentially offer support at moments. But I want...
Very discreet support.
Yeah. In the arena, there is you 2, Vladir, 7 no-names of various descriptions that we will come up with as you make your mind up.
Jabronis.
7 jabronis.
Is Vincent Jabroni?
The
Jat
Vince-
and Brony, the bros.
One of them's not called
The
Brody.
bros-
I'm not fighting someone called
Yep.
Brody.
There's the bros, Jat and Brony. There's Vincent.
Jat and Ronnie.
There's Vincent M. Man.
I feel like that one went over my head.
There is John the Dwayne Roxon.
John the Dwayne
There's
Roxon.
Stacy fake name.
Stacy fake name.
Stacey fake name. You have your fake names.
Warmstone
There's Bruce Banner
Steve.
Hogan.
What?
Bruce Banner Hogan.
Bruce Banner Hogan and Warmstone Steve. There we go. That's our 10.
No, Warmstone Stephen.
Why is it mostly all
Warmstone
men?
Stephen. Because this is a sexist fight.
The only wrestlers we could think of.
And Stacy
joked
fake
about
it.
name. Stacy
Who's
fake name is also inextricably a man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Stacy was there for diversity reasons.
Okay,
No
maybe
diversity.
we want to add Zuna, Warrior Princess.
Zuna Warrior Princess.
Possibly
No.
also Lucy Lawful, if you can add that in.
I like Lucy
We could just make it
Lawful.
the sisters chant, Brony.
I'm kind
Okay.
of
Fine. Let's.
I'm gonna stick with Sausage Fest, I'm afraid. This is how we're going.
Fair.
Okay, Sausage Fest 25!
Sausage Fest
The
25.
Bratwurst Bros.
Brad Worst.
The just yeah.
Brad Worst here.
Yes, Brad Verst here to give. That's the name of the commentator. And I'll be your host, Brad Verst. So, let's all keep it going now, kids. This is serious business. And fight! So, what is your opening gambit, guys?
So, Jan, Brony are clearly working together.
They could
So-
easily be. They are brothers.
I would say we should probably take them out first.
Okay. You gonna take out the
I
brothers?
would suggest playing. I was gonna say suggest playing defensively, letting them come to us.
That's
Okay.
fair. See if other people can injure each other first before.
They're
we-
trying to fight each other, and
Yeah,
if
sure.
we try and get right into the thick of things, the chances of getting knocked out early are a lot higher. I also want to try and keep my distance from Vlad.
That's very fair. That's very fair. Okay. Well then, you're each gonna have a dice. I'm gonna give. Yep. I'm gonna use these two. Right, no, that one's for Vlad. The bunny one is gonna be for Esra. He's gonna have a bunny out of his hat, and then you can have the Ox Venture one, Jay.
Thank you.
just
Because I'm gonna. My plan is to play it a little defensively, and then come out swinging with my special ability.
that Sounds very sensible. Alright, that. Okay. So, in which case, the bell rings, and with little finesse, everyone just kind of runs into the middle. Monty, as a practiced fighter who knows what's about to happen, you go with the flow to not seem suspicious and pull back at the last minute, grabbing Esra as he nearly gets swept up in the tide. As everyone crashes together, the hardest head initially prevails, which, unsurprisingly, is Vlad. And the brothers Joe and Brony fall down, but after being knocked down, they get back up again. Vince M. Mann.
Did they come back up holding a club with?
Well, no one's going to keep them down.
That was between that joke.
Vince M.
It turns out their last names were Crumbo and Wumba.
Yep. Vince M. Mann is not quite so lucky. He gets a full face of face and ends up down and pretty cleanly out by the looks of things. This was somebody who maybe thought a lot more of himself. This is the one who winked at you, Esra. He thought a lot more of himself than he actually had going for him. In the meantime, Stacy Fake Name and John
Wormstone Stephen.
John the Dwayne Rock, was it?
John the Dwayne Rock.
John the Dwayne Roxon, Stacy Fake Name and John the Dwayne Roxon, they managed to successfully kind of roll their way out of the initial kerfuffle, looking mostly unharmed. That gives us, that's 1, 2, you 2, 1 down. I'm missing 2, which is
Bruce
Stephen.
Banner Hogan.
Warmstone Stephen.
You're missing Bruce Banner Hogan
Bruce Banner
Warm
Hogan.
Pebble Stephen.
Warm Pebble Stephen. Bruce Banner Hogan and Warm Pebble Stephen just start tussling with each other. Like, they come into it and they're just like bicep to bicep, like pushing against each other. They don't care about anyone else. They are going for each other just now. But Vladimir sees the biggest guy there and goes, well, what's the best thing I can do first is I can go and hit the biggest guy here. That's how I make a name for myself. And he is going to come for you, Monty.
All right. It's time to come out swinging.
Absolutely.
I would like to push Esra back a little as I storm forwards to meet Vlad head on.
Okay. Give me a roll. Let's see.
My thinking being, I can stop him as fast as possible. The less chance he has, like, if I can keep this as short an encounter as possible, the less chance he has to recognize me.
Okay, so we're going for overwhelming force. Okay,
You're going
what
for
you got?
overwhelming force.
Question, does the paper bag actually have eye holes in it?
Yes!
He's running around flying.
Yeah.
I thought you were just sensing vibes. I don't know.
Flashback
Okay.
Interesting.
is 6 years ago.
Okay.
It's full dark period of the year where there are many nights without sunshine.
Okay.
And Red Monty stalks the streets with his little band of bruisers on the orders of one Roslov the Butcher. They encounter a little bit of trouble with a rival gang who decided to cause a bit of an affray. And Vladimir the Kebab Man is fucking just laying into somebody. To the point where, but everyone else is done. Fight's over. He's just there kneeling on somebody. Monty just steps up and cracks him so hard across the jaw that he just fucking hits the ground. And to this day, Vlad remembers that punch. He remembers that Monty put him in line.
So you're aiming for the same punch.
Yeah. He remembers waking up. After that hit. He doesn't necessarily... Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd like that.
Yeah, I'm...
Because also,
Yeah,
like to flesh out the backstory.
absolutely. Take 1 stress for that flashback.
Absolutely. I would also,
Yep.
for the... I will be pushing myself to show him that I am not to be trifled with.
Okay. So, we go in
And-
full...
He's just to be tiramisu.
Full over the fucking...
To be specific,
Yep.
I am not doing the engage a small gang on equal footing in close combat. I am performing a feat of physical force that verges on the superhuman.
Okay. Yeah.
This bitch going down.
Apparently the fuck
You
so.
yelling timber?
Right, okay.
I never
well,
liked Vlad. He's a savage little fucker.
Given the flashback, I'm going to say you're rolling with increased effect. Because you've basically identified a weak point in him.
Yeah.
And given that you are rolling with overwhelming force and pushing yourself, obviously you take the extra die for that. I'm going to say that you're also rolling from a controlled position. Like, this is going to do huge volumes, and even if it goes wrong, it is still going to do significant volumes.
Can I trade position for effect?
So
I'm already doing increased effect.
yes.
So this is a controlled great at the moment. Can I bring it down to like risky extreme?
Now, technically,
You are allowed to say no.
well, this is the thing. I don't want to say no. Technically,
Because I want to yeet this fucker into the crowd.
so this is the thing. Is like technically, there are only 3 levels of effect: limited, standard, and great. Great being you achieve more than usual. So I will take it. I will say absolutely you can. You know what? I'm gonna mix a little in here.
Okay.
Yes, you can trade your position for a level of effect that does not exist in the game. We're gonna set a precedent for extreme effect. But the audience are gonna remember this. Like, this is noticeable. There are not a lot of people who
Yep.
can do a punch like that. You going?
Yep.
Okay.
It's less of a risk. It's less of a risk than having Vlad up close.
All right. Roll me.
One, 6.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you sexy boy. As the two of you bull towards each other, Vladir, filled with rakish confidence, your right hook balls up, and you almost feel the blood inside you ripple. You almost feel like an electric current run from the center of your being out through your arm powering your fist like some kind of avenging star, and you shatter his jaw, several bars of the cage, and the box at the top of the stand that he hits. The punch is so massive it leaves an air trail behind it. Vladimir is not getting up.
Monty goes cold. It's been a long, long time since he hit someone like that.
And people start talking. We're going to take 2 segments of the Recognize Monty clock as people start going, did you... just like the audience, literally the whole crowd goes silent from that punch. Like it silences the cage, it silences the arena, it silences the people in the crowd, in the stand. For like a solid 2 to 5 seconds. And then a roar goes up as people are just... That's the spectacle people wanted to see. Ishak Hafiz is incredibly pleased. Alright? Like, this is...
Can I put something into the
Yep.
whole room is silent? Back, man!
Just say, I'm back, man.
I'm back, man! It was too deep for the... Sorry. I'm back, man.
Arty
But
just
louder.
kind of shuts their eyes like, ugh.
The audience are chanting, Bagman, 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 Bagman. The odds in the arena have just significantly shifted. And there are people, and Monty, you can't hear this, but Arty, you can, saying, did you fucking see that? Never seen somebody throw a punch like that since Red Monty. But people are chanting Bagman. People are screaming Bagman.
Chris.
Yeah.
Would I put this together? Because I only know Monty as Michael.
You do only know Monty as Michael.
You have several pieces of the puzzle at this point, though, because you've seen the knuckle dusters.
You've seen the knuckle
You've seen the knuckle dusters, and you've seen me hit that monster before.
Yeah, but you've also never seen Red Monty, so you don't know what he looks like. What you know, Arty, is that Red Monty was a bruiser for one of the Eastern families. Not one of the main families. He was like one of the contracted kind of families. Much like the Baya family operate for the Yanis's, he was part of a gang run by Roslov the Butcher. Roslov the Butcher is still an active part of the Eastern crime syndicates, primarily working in protection rackets and human trafficking. And actually, Esra... In fact, no, Esra and Arty both roll me 2d6 and give me the highest number.
Ezra wouldn't have heard people mentioning Red Monty.
Okay.
Because he's in the arena with me.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Ezra, what'd you roll?
I thought we were debating whether I should.
Nope.
I was trying to.
I
Fair
rolled
enough.
2 5s.
Ezra,
The curse.
Mickey Burke used to run with an Eastern gang before he got injured
Yes, he did.
and stopped working in violence and moved to scrap labor. Mickey
Well, yeah,
used- yeah. Mickey used to bitch a lot about the absolute monster he worked for, who he just called the Butcher. But you also definitely heard him talk about some of the absolutely terrifying people that he worked with. Now, Mickey was never like a significant bruiser. Mickey was a mechanic who also, did patrols. He was low level. And,
He was only really in the gang because of his older
Yeah.
brother.
Aye.
And his older brother was slightly higher, but still not much better than a gopher.
Yeah, exactly.
know?
So yes. So he was but he still got injured in a street fight, and that's what kind of took him well out of it. But obviously he still does work for some of the gangs from time to time because they have, relationships. But you have heard him talk about some of the people who used to be more serious in Roslov's gang. And the scariest was this big fucker. Okay? Now, Mickey's good because he never gives names. He tries really hard not to involve his time with the gang and his personal life, in the same way that you don't really discuss your contact and your stuff with Mickey. Like, you guys work for mutual benefit, but you're not, like, your circles don't overlap hugely. As long as you're bringing money into the scrapyard, he's really happy, and you guys are best friends, so it's okay. But when he's had a few drinks and he tells you about the red one, the biggest man you've ever seen, the most violent man you've ever seen, the kind of guy who you tell kids about to scare them to sleep at night. Arty, you definitely know about Roslov the Butcher and his main bruiser, who disappeared 3 years ago. Only a few years after you started to really kind of gain prominence in the family. Right? A little bit, only a couple of years after your father died, did Red Monty disappear, when you started to take over more operational roles. But prior to that, you had spent time in the streets. Not as a bruiser, but you've done your fair share of fighting, and you know that Roslov's gang was called in for the really bloody shit. Like, you never fought them, but you know that was what the deal was. And generally, they were something to avoid. And one of the reasons, aside from the Butcher himself, was Red Monty, the hulking, terrifying figure who was their chief enforcer. Now, neither of you have gone, oh, this is clearly who this is, but you both know who Red Monty is. And neither of you have ever seen a punch like that. And you've now seen 2 punches like that from the same guy. So that's where you're at. Kraken.
Especially because I'm standing like 3 feet behind me.
Yes, Ezra, you got a little bit of the backdraft.
I feel like my hair sort of blew back a little bit when he punched.
Just a smidgen.
Chris.
Yeah.
In the box, can I kind of like finger wave heart over?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just kind of whisper in his ear. Get me information on Red Monty, please.
Boss. Heart fades into the background.
I got back to watching the fight.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. That's 1 down. That's 2 down, I believe, because
that's 2
Vladimir
down.
and Vince M. Man.
Vince M. Man. It's a joke I think Fraser still doesn't get.
Nope.
It's not even a good
You know
Oh,
what?
god damn it, Fraser!
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
In fact,
Yeah.
couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
you say that John the Dwayne Roxon is hitting him with a bedpan?
Um,
It was a big word.
it's all good. No, but Warm Pebble Stephen.
Chops him with a money gun.
Warm Pebble Stephen picks up his body and starts swinging him round like to hit people with. Although everyone admittedly is giving you, Monty, a really wide berth, and at the moment, what people seem to be doing is fighting for the honor of not being the one who has to fight you.
Yeah.
I'm sticking near Monty.
That's
It is.
very
It's
valid.
prison tactics.
Yeah,
It's prison tactics. You take it.
absolutely.
You hit someone so hard that nobody else wants to fuck with you.
But, I mean, the energy in the crowd is electric, and Monty, you still kind of feel really jazzed from that punch. Like, it's in your muscles. Like, it's like that power is just kind of like zinging around. Arty, Fletch is looking really uncomfortable.
I kind of like stand up and excuse myself outside to go move outside the box.
Okay. Fletch is looking real uncomfortable. And you've only seen him look
Yeah,
like
I feel
this.
itchy.
There's a static in the air on your skin. Monty,
Oh,
as
no.
you approach the swinging of Vince M. Mann by Warm Pebble Stephen, some of the cheers in the crowd turn to screams.
Oh, fuck.
The hole where Vladir, the kebab man, was thrown has something crawling out of it.
Oh boy. Be a hero.
Heart.
Out of the hole crawls what almost appears to be a whole ass dragon. Doesn't have wings, but it has the reptilian head, the fangs, the claws, the scales, the tail, and the crazy fucking eyes. And those eyes are focused directly on you, Monty. Yep,
I take a side step away from Monty.
sensible.
I should've aimed
Arty, you
harder.
raised a hand.
I don't know whether to do it yet or not.
Hey, it's up to you.
Flashback.
Okay.
When I was showing these two guys around the ring,
Mm-hmm.
I showed them exactly where I would hide their weapons.
Okay.
I also made sure to get Monty the kind of knuckle dusters that do have spikes in them,
Yep.
just for additional effect. For Esra, I got a shock rod.
Nice.
I was literally about to
So
say
it
something for a
looked-
taser would be perfect.
To make it look like he
Time
was
for you to get
bashing
a stun
someone,
back.
but there is a button in it to shock the person, so it looks like it has additional effect.
Me and Monty
Okay.
just look at each other, and then run to grab our weapon.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Arty
I
puts
did
his head in his
think about
hands,
it, so,
thinking at least make it look realistic.
like I didn't want the fucking dragon. All pretense is gone. Because I didn't want to go for the weapons to make it look like we
Yeah.
cheated.
Yeah.
There's a dragon. All sense of pretense is gone.
Okay.
I am
Uh,
dealing with these fuckers.
You guys run and grab the weapons.
Does this count against load?
It doesn't, but it was part of the engagement roll. Because we said specifically...
Oh no!
They're gonna be so bad.
We said specifically that the stuff that Arty was putting in place for you guys was part of the engagement roll.
Yep.
So...
Yep, we did. We did, didn't we?
We said that.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll.
I hate when we say things.
Alright.
Should say things.
For Jay.
Yep.
And for Fraser. So, I rolled for the two of you just to see how fucked I think you should be. Now I did get a pair of mixed successes, so I'm willing to be semi-lenient for the plot.
Instead
So
of brass knuckles, they're lead knuckles.
no, they just don't fit you. But they're
Asbestos knuckles.
they're good make. They're a good make, but they were tried on sausages, and your
I used chipolatas instead.
your fingers are not really sausage sized. So you have
Janice.
a pair of spiked instruments, but they will not slide all the way up your knuckles.
Fuck.
Ezra, you've got the rod. Whether it fires or not when you hit the button, that we're gonna find out.
Okay.
That's worse.
And
Chris?
you're fighting a dragon.
Chris, it's time
Yep.
for a little bit of improvisation.
It is indeed.
So these are spike knuckle dusters, right?
They are spike knuckle
These are
dusters.
spike knuckle dusters.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to pull off my belt and I'm going to thread it through the two knuckle dusters and pull it as tight as possible to make some kind of improvised flail.
Okay. I'm here for that, but you're gonna have to roll me for how good it is.
Yep, and there's no way that this isn't a thinker check.
Pretty much.
It can't be anything other than.
Remember,
Unfortunately, yeah, and I've got no props in tinker.
remember, you can push yourself. Devil's bargain. Ezra can help if
I'll
he's
take a devil's
feeling up
bargain.
to it. You take a devil's bargain.
I'll take a devil's
Help.
bargain.
Tie a belt into his knuckle
You-
dusters. I'm not really sure what I could do.
I don't know, but you got some tinker skills.
Yes, Gilby.
I do have tinker skills if you want a hand.
Any way of making it into a better weapon?
Anyway, making it into a usable weapon, because this is like, if they don't go all the way up the hand, they're fucking useless.
Attach one
Yeah.
onto the pole.
That's what I'm
Well, I mean, I guess I can like help him with the center of gravity, essentially, like tie it in such a way so that like they're not going to be
Yeah,
gliding up and down
I'll take
like
that.
the belt as he's swinging it, so it
Okay.
stays in one place,
Perfect.
so it's a
Okay,
better
so I'm going
swing.
to die back.
Alright,
up to
Ezra,
one.
take a point of stress.
Yep, bargain free.
Add a dice, Jay. And you said you want to take a devil's bargain, Jay.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me? If the result is that I have to fight with my dick out, then so be it.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, let's do it. All right, devil's bargain. You get an extra dice regardless of what you roll. You're fighting without your trousers. And now we're going to decide if you've got recognizable scarring on your legs as well as the rest of you.
Well, the scar, I will explain the scars on the arms.
Mm.
Removal of tattoos.
Do you still have tattoos on your legs?
I'm gonna say... Oh, you know what? Maybe.
Maybe. How about, you know what? I'll sweeten the deal.
So I was like, roll for tattoos. Did I burn all of them off? I probably missed one or two.
I will say if you're happy to agree to that, then I'll also allow you to do your roll from a controlled position.
Okay.
All right, 2 dice in a controlled position.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. You know what? That's a partial success, with minimal consequences. So you have rigged together a solid, improvised, Morningstar flail-esque weapon. With the help of Esra, your trousers, of course, do fall down, and actually, on your thigh, on your right thigh, there is absolutely a tattoo associated with Roslov's gang, which I'm going to tick off 2 more segments of your clock.
Can I make it worse, actually, Chris?
Absolutely, you can.
It's not a tattoo associated with Roslov's gang. It's a tattoo that Roslov and I got when we were young runners together. And I couldn't bear to get rid of it. Just a little moment of weakness.
What a mess.
That's really good.
So,
Oh, me just digging a deeper hole for myself. And Chris ticking off 2 more segments. I got 4 segments for that.
yep.
Fuck. Yep. You're in trouble.
Yep, Monty's got a weapon, but Monty's also got no trousers. And a flail / Morningstar-esque weapon, and a tattoo that only 2 people in the city have.
You're a fucking weapon.
Beautiful. Alright. What are we doing?
Time to go.
Well, Monty's
yeah.
making sure that, well, not Monty, Arty is making sure that the Hafiz family get out safely.
Okay, so you're booking the Hafiz family out from the way of the dragon. The dragon is coming for Monty in the arena. Esra, you and the other fighters are very much collateral at this point. So
Yeah, pretty much.
if you got something that you can bring them together to do something great, or if you've got any tricks up your sleeve you were saving for a real big boy, now may be the time.
I wasn't saving it for a real big boy, but yeah, no, I think, are they looking like scared and scattered, basically?
Yeah, so they're kind of in shock, like the fighters. They are, like, Warm the Pebble Stephen has dropped Vince M. Man on the floor and is kind of just like staring in horror. Ja and Brony, or Joe and Brony, are like holding each other.
I hold up the shock stick and I go, "Fighters!" I point it at each of them one at a time and I go, "You are all here to make a name for yourself today. What better way to do that than kicking the shit out of that thing?" And I point up at the dragon. Who's with me?
Roll me.
That's my sway roll.
That's your sway roll.
Please be good. Should I push myself here?
Can I help him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can help him. Take a point of stress. Add a dice.
Just his imposing presence, I think, is enough of
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Just the fact that he's fighting with us.
Literally
Yeah.
just
Yep.
Monty being there and everyone
two
knowing
dice.
that you've got Monty on side. They all feel
Have
a bit
the
braver.
bag man.
Yeah, they all feel a
Have the
bit
bag
braver
man,
do it.
from the bagman's punch.
I am gonna genuinely add
That's a
the bag man
4.
as one of my weaknesses.
That's a 4.
The mixed success.
That is a mixed success. You know what? I'm going to say that you get some of them. And so that I don't have to remember as many names. I'm going to say that you get to keep
So fair.
Stacy fake name.
Hell yeah.
Was it Logan Banner? Someone?
Bruce,
No.
Bruce Banner
Right.
Hogan.
Bruce
Hogan.
Banner Hogan. So yeah, you
Yep.
can keep Stacy fake name, Bruce Banner Hogan, and John
John the Dwayne Roxon.
John the Dwayne Roxon. Those three stay.
You can just refer to him as Dwayne now.
I think John the Dwayne Roxon needs his full name. Either that, or it would be the Dwayne. You would never just call him Dwayne. He'd be the
Yeah, that's what I
Dwayne.
said.
Oh, sorry, I missed the
That's
the.
what I said. Call him the Dwayne.
Thank you. Sorry.
The problem is we can't call him John Dwayne.
No.
That's a different parody.
That's a different character.
How's his father?
completely.
That's just some extremely muscular gunslinger right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say those three stay. Which gives us 5 out of the 10 fighting the dragon. We've got the dragon and
Yep.
Vince M. Man both. Well, Vince M. Man's out and with the dragon. So then that brings us
So
to
yeah,
7. So yeah,
it's not bad.
absolutely. And the other 3 book it. Which was Warm Pebble Stephen and Jat and Brony. They book it. All right. So yeah, you got 5 fighters. Go Power Rangers. It fucking comes for you, Monty. We've prevaricated enough.
Right.
This thing charges. All right. And hang on. I dropped the dice. Never mind. Shouldn't have rolled.
What'd you get, Chris?
6s.
That's a crit.
That is a crit. So, what is going to happen here is this thing is going to smash through the cage, which is going to create the great, wonderful thing of creating a bunch of large metal rods on the floor for people to use as weapons. But it is also going to involve hitting Monty. Monty, you are going to take level 2 harm, Dragon Struck.
Oh!
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 Okay.
And because of the crit, I'm going to say that it shreds the paper bag.
Cool. Bag's gone. I'm just wearing my boxes now.
Yup. So that fills up your clock.
Roslow
Oh,
was in the
shit.
crowd, wasn't he?
Yup.
Fucking knew it.
I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Fucking knew it. Roslov came to see one of his boys in action
Yup.
and to place a couple of bets.
Yup.
Vicious bastard want to see blood. Alright. So,
So. Yeah, so that's its move. Alright, you guys, you have an action, you have a time, you have a thing to do. All 3 of you, what are you doing? Arty, you've got a hand up.
Flashback.
Flashback?
When Arty was organising this event, he
Mhm.
remembered the events of the Night of the Phantasm and how there was barely any security or measures in place for such an event for a monster to attack.
Yep.
So Arty put in place certain security features around the ring and within it to allow for an expedient retreat and also slow the creature down, maybe like get it like nets and
Okay.
such.
So,
And I'm
given-
willing to take stress and such.
I mean, you'll need to for this because this is a big one. So security measures and precautions make sense. For the level that we're looking at here, I'm gonna need you to roll me something. This is for obviously organizing the escape routes and the evacuation plan, which is kind of standard stuff. I'm going to say that that's easy pickings. What I want you to roll me for is who you are getting in as monster detail. How are you getting security in who hunt monsters?
You didn't call Roslov in to be a monster slayer, did you?
Might have.
Oh, the poetic fuckery!
You know what?
But I am willing to take a devil's bargain.
If you are willing to take a devil's bargain, if you're happy to agree that Roslov was brought in as monster security, then I will give you increased effect on your roll.
Oh boy.
I'll take it.
Oh no.
What are you gonna roll me? What are you gonna roll me to get Roslov on side?
Oh, probably Sway would be the best bet.
Yeah, what you got in Sway?
I've got a dot in Sway.
Okay.
Here.
What?
I got 6.
Oh,
Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Fuck!
That's so yep. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a biggie. That's definitely a biggie. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. From
I'm channeling Arty was just like how stressed I look.
100%. Take 2
Yep.
stress. Arty, take 2
Yeah,
stress
that's
for that flashback. Right. Monty, as you pull yourself up from the wreckage, and Ezra, as you and the 3 amigos pick up your sticks, ready to wail on this thing, multiple gunshots erupt in the space, with each one causing an explosion, not of gunpowder, but of electrostatic force. From behind each box steps out a figure with what appears to be almost like a rifle, but firing electricity instead of bullets. From behind the main box that from where Arty and from where the Yanis and Hafiz family had been sat, steps Roslov. And in his arms is a massive gun. And instead of a bullet, it has a spike. 5 feet long. Which he points at the dragon and says, "Ha ha! Shish kebab," and fires. And he rolled a 6.
fuck! Yep.
That it pins through the dragon's flank, goes through shoulder, leg, into the floor, pinning its leg down, its shoulder incapacitated. It is not moving. Ezra, this is you and the 3 amigos. This is your best shot.
Still in the thing.
It's still in its leg, pinned to the floor.
And with your best shock.
Yeah, I think I want to try
Wow.
and shock the metal pole so it carries through it and shocks it like into its existing wound, essentially.
I'm here for this. Okay, roll. What you gonna roll me?
I guess I'm mostly trying to like avoid it while hitting the pole. I'm trying to argue for finesse here. I'm trying to do this like
You
precisely.
want to do this like rapier style? Okay.
Yeah, like
So
jab it and press the button.
okay, I will give you finesse, and I will give you an extra die for the help of the three amigos who are just gonna go in and fucking wail on it with big
Hell
metal
yeah.
sticks.
I love that.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say that because it's pinned, you're rolling from a controlled position.
Nice.
Hang on. The
Give
three
me-
amigos are wailing on it with big metal sticks.
Yes. They
It's
are-
not gonna.
shit.
It's the scales. It's not gonna like shock them through. It's not that powerful a shock rod that's gonna go through its entire body and shock them.
See now, like, that would
Hopefully.
have been a fun.
Unless I roll a 1.
to go wrong. Hey, we'll find out.
We'll see. Interesting.
Yeah.
I did roll a 1, but don't worry because I also rolled a 2.
Fuck!
Well, aren't you lucky I said this was from a controlled position? So
Absolutely, I'm very lucky.
So you suffer a minor complication, and that
Cool.
minor complication is that the shock doesn't work. You
I
just
press the button and just nothing happens.
you press the button and nothing happens. So you literally just go, ha! Poke the thing, nothing happens. Your three buddies are there like wailing on it with sticks, and you're kind of there like,
Nut.
that was a bit pathetic. And the dragon looks
I gotta fix
round.
this.
And the dragon looks round at the four of you. Monty, you got anything?
I'm gonna stagger up. There are ribs broken. I've lost my fucking flail. I'm just a man in his pants.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a big oi.
yep. I'm just gonna fucking charge him.
Okay.
I've got no choice.
You do in fact have no choice. Alright.
I'm still not to be trifled with.
You are still not to be trifled with, so take 2 stress.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Because I have a level 2 harm,
Yep.
I take -1d on everything I do.
Correct.
So I'm doing this skirmish with just 2.
Yep.
I know that Esra was ineffectual. But can I get a D back from Esra and the three amigos wailing on this thing?
I'm gonna say yes.
You are unbelievably kind.
I am, aren't I? So
So I
you
get
got
3 dice back
yep.
to try and, because I started at 2, lost 1, I got 1 back for pushing myself.
Yep.
I'm getting 1 from the help.
Absolutely, and you're rolling with enhanced effect from
Yep.
you're not to be trifled with. Give me a big
Yep.
old punch, boy.
I haven't got it. Monty doesn't have another one of those fucking sky-shattering blows in him anymore. The dragon strike has fucked him up. Like, he's not fully feeling it,
Yep.
but he knows, he's got that fighter's knowledge of, I can't feel this right now, but when I do, I'm crippled.
Yes.
Yeah. This is gonna fucking work.
That's a good face.
2, 6, 6.
We have a crit, baby!
Crit.
Oh, yes.
Our first crit and Fraser was in the toilet!
God damn it! I mean, and he's responsible for
Yeah.
your crit because he brought in the three
Yeah,
amigos.
he gave me that extra. Legit. One of the dice that rolled a 6 was the one I picked up because he got me that extra bit.
There you go. Fucking, that's it. Esra Abagini is the clutch player in this game. Fraser,
What did
You
I
just got me a
miss?
crit.
you just got
Hell yeah.
Monty a crit to punch the dragon
How did I
Fuck.
do that?
because
By
you brought
giving
in the
me
three
help by
amigos.
attacking pick.
I love helping
One of the
while
6s I
being in the
rolled
bathroom.
was one of the 6s I rolled was on the dice that I picked up because of your help. Okay, so
Yep.
have to ask
Okay.
because I'm not entirely sure what the crit mechanics are.
Fair
So
point.
Because there are mechanics for this.
there are. Push yourself down from burden. Sets position. Roll the dice and judge the result. There we go. Might succeed without any consequences. So succeeding without any consequences is a 6. Suffering consequences is a 4 or 5. Well, basically, crit means you do with increased effect is basically what it does. So actually, what we've actually just done, given that
We've hit extreme again.
we have actually hit an extreme effect again. Right, so Monty doesn't have another one of those punches in him. So he thinks. But this is his last fucking go. Half blind from... Yep,
May I take over?
go for it.
Half blind from pain and fury and just the last legs, and is like, if I don't do this, not only am I gonna die, everyone I brought here is going to die, Ezra's gonna die, and Arty's probably gonna kill me. I am. And you know what? I've seen Roslov's gang. I've seen them now. And they've seen me.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter what I do here. I'm a dead man. And am I fucked if Red Monty's not gonna go out swinging? So, I pick up the speed, charging at this thing. I let out the enormous "Ah!" as it turns its head round and opens to snap at me. I bang 1 foot into the lower jaw, hands up to the upper, and just push until things snap and sinews break and bone turns to powder under my fingers.
Yeah. That very solidly happens. And once the jaw has gone past 180 degrees and everything is gone, the fight just leaves everyone. Monty falls to the
Monty
ground.
drops.
The dragon collapses inert. Arty, the itch has left. The feeling has gone. It has passed. Esra, you see everyone who probably has slightly more magical blood than you, all kind of just like sag. And you're there being
Yeah.
like, oh man.
I don't really do much. I feel fine.
Aside from a rousing speech that literally saved the game, didn't do much.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
but-
actually, if it wasn't for that, I'd be fucking dead. But also, to be fair, if he hadn't done that, then technically Ezra would be the last man standing.
I would have. Technically,
that would have been pretty funny if I won.
this is true.
Yes.
Technically, I am the last man standing. They've all collapsed.
You know, yeah,
Yeah, Ezra's the last man standing.
the three amigos are down. Ezra is the last one standing.
Oh, I so want to do a flashback of me putting a bet on Ezra.
Arty.
Flashback. I tell Michael to put a bet on Ezra.
Flashback. I bet on myself.
No, I don't tell Michael. I tell the granny that looks after the kids. A bet on Ezra. I'm just saying that
Flashback.
you know.
I bet on myself in advance.
So Mrs. Docherty places a bet by proxy on someone she's never met over tea with her occasional benefactor, Arty Yanis. And Ezra, because you love to play the inside man and you're like, you know what, fuck it. Stranger things have happened. You place a bet on yourself. And the announcer didn't manage to escape. So when everything but he collapsed, I can't remember what I called the announcer now.
Oh, he was.
Worst.
Oh, he had a really good name. Fuck.
Pun.
Yes, Brad Verst.
Yes, Brad first.
Brad Verst slowly, shakily gets to his feet, looks around, sees that Ezra is the only one left standing in the arena, and even though there's nobody left in the room, instinct takes over and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ezra, the Dragon Slayer!"
And you cut out.
Sorry, was that really loud?
No, that's in canon. The mic was cutting out. There's been a fucking dragon attack.
Yup. Ezra the Dragon Slayer.
Ezra the dragon.
There you go. Beautiful.
Put
Right.
that in your places, man.
You know what?
You know.
What?
Oh no, that's the wrong music. We're back to things have come. Yeah, calm and like yeah. We'll divvy things out later, but that's it. And Monty, as you fade from consciousness, you see Roslov walking down the steps. Arty, what do you want to say?
I've said to my family security to grab those two and take them to the safe location.
Absolutely. And that...
Because we're going to have words.
Fuck yeah, we are. And that, everybody, is where we are going to end our session tonight. What a fabulous time we have had. If you want to hear what the fallout from this is before next week, then you should really join us over on Jay's Patreon for a little bit of what we've dubbed Tea with Crimes, where we dish the tea and do the crimes. Otherwise, you can catch all of our streams up on YouTube /The Brothers Honey. You can find, as we plugged at the beginning, you can find all of our D&D content and everything else on Jay's Patreon. You can also find Jay running games on... What's the service called again? I forget every time.
Start playing games.
Start Playing Games, where he is planning to run Mysteries of Candlekeep.
I'm running a horror twist on the Candlekeep Mysteries module, and I've got a whole bunch of one-shots I want to do.
It's gonna
Let's
be
fucking go.
It's gonna be a phenomenal time. If you saw any of our City of Mist campaign, you know that Jay is a phenomenal DM who does a lot more prep work than I do. So you should go and check that out and get in his games.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can find Jay on Twitter if you must. You can find me on Instagram if you have to. Links to things are in the description, as well as a link to our Discord if you want to talk to us about things, what we have done. Jay, do you have something else you want to plug?
Do actually, yeah. Finally, I want to give a special shout out and a plug to an artist who is in our Discord, reached out. Their name is, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Leorian Doodles. I've just put a link to their art station in the chat. They do some very good stuff, some very good fantasy-inspired stuff, and what looks like some very interesting 40k art. They are fully open to commissions. Go in, give them money, let them make art for you.
Absolutely. And don't forget to give Jay money on Patreon. But in the meantime,
Please
everybody,
give me money too.
that has been great. We will see you over on Patreon. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Bye.